This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.
You're listening to the Icon Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Gianna. And today we have the awesome opportunity of talking to Sam Bazzy. He probably thinks I'm crazy because off camera I was telling him how I think days of the week have different colors. And we're talking about elevation sickness. And this guy's in for an interesting episode. So Sam, welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Pretty excited to do this.
Yeah, excited to have you. And so let's take it back to the beginning. Who are you? Where are you from? How did you grow up to be a real estate agent?
Okay, so currently I'm in Michigan, Dearborn, Michigan. So we're on the border of Detroit. So southeast Michigan is where we're currently at. I'm currently a full-time teacher. I grew up in Dearborn. I've been teaching for almost 11 years, elementary education. In addition to that, I've got a master's in administration, so I can, if I want, I can become an administrator and run my own school.
Wow.
And I've been doing real estate since 2014. And with EXP, this is my third year. 2 years Icon, gonna be my third year Icon pretty soon, hopefully. So
okay, talk about taking advantage of a sphere of influence, right? You're getting these parents' trust. They know I can trust you, and you're like, oh, do you need a new house closer to the school? You know, kids are going to middle school. You need a house closer to there.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
You get you definitely have some perks with that, but honestly, I'm getting so busy to the point to where I'm gearing my way out of education.
Okay.
Yeah, just don't have the time.
Well, it's both exciting, but also sad, you know, if you're passionate about it. But there's opportunity to teach in EXP world, but of course they're not elementary kids, but that's okay. So Sam, tell me how you got introduced to EXP, because, you know, you've got a lot on your plate. There's a lot going on. So it was probably easy to just go to the closest brokerage, but here you are. So tell me about that process, the introduction, and just moving over here.
So basically, before I was with EXP, I was with Remax downriver, not that far away from Dearborn, closer to my home. One of my very good friends is a broker, so he kind of influenced me in order to get into real estate. And I said, you know what, as a teacher, I need to make more money. This is not working for me. Paying bills and stuff and just waiting for a paycheck, just couldn't do that. So eventually I heard about EXP and then did some research. And I was like, wow, this is pretty interesting, you know, and I'm a tech savvy guy. Sure. So did some more research, met Al Abdullah, who is in my upline. And I think I'm his second recruit, and he's got probably 100 recruits under him. So just met him and learned more about it. And it was just, at first it was too good to be true. And I was like, you know what, let me go ahead. I'm just gonna have to make a move. You know, everything is gearing towards cloud-based, and I might as well catch the wave instead of chase the wave and ride it. And that's what I'm doing currently right now.
Awesome. That's great, Sam. And you know, you caught the wave, you're here, you're enjoying all the benefits of EXP. So that being said, you know, there's stock options, collaboration, rev share, an online world for a tech savvy guy, you know, all these documents at your fingertips without having to dig through filing cabinets and binders. So what's your favorite part about EXP, or what's something that you love about EXP that you maybe didn't expect in the first place?
Honestly, you're probably gonna think, man, I just love it all. I mean, the whole system, the whole way the whole system works, it's just amazing. It's very, very efficient, saves my time. You know, as a teacher, I gotta be real quick, you know, and the fact that I don't even have to go to a closing table, and when we close, title company automatically sends the check straight to EXP, all of that. I don't have to go to a broker. I used to at Remax have to go to the broker, give them my closing package, scan everything, wait for a check. You know, with EXP, it's just so efficient. I close, I don't have to do anything. There's no paperwork.
Boom, 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 boom.
right? We save some trees. We help the environment, and I get paid. It's in my check, and I just got a text or an email right now from the stock award program. I got so I don't know what they gave me, but they gave me something in stock. So it's just it's a no-brainer. The fact that they give back and they allow us to basically build our empire, and the fact that they allow us to get to contribute to the stock and they give us stock allows me to know that I have ownership in this company, and it's just it's amazing. Everything is quick, fast. I have a problem, I go in the world, click on a couple buttons, I'm in accounting, and so on. So it's a very thorough, thought out system.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what better way to practice employee retention than to give them a piece of the pie? It's efficient, and it's almost financially responsible to not be with EXP. Financially irresponsible. Excuse me. I like to roll over some consonants sometimes. But Sam, let's talk a little bit about work-life balance here for you. So you have a full-time job with kiddos. I'm sure you've got family and friends, and you're a real estate agent. So how do you draw the line between work and play? How do you focus on, not burning yourself out in an industry that can swallow you whole?
Man, I'm getting to the point to where I'm almost burnt out, and I'm trying to get as much help as possible.
Yeah.
I have a former student, one of my former fifth grade students who's 18, who's on my team now. She came to me and so on. So I'm starting to build my team. A lot of former students coming. They're excited. They follow me on social media. And my thing is, the advantage that I have, honestly, is I'm on all social media platforms, and I dominate my market. So anybody in Dearborn, if you ask them about a real estate and you say Bazzy sells, they'll know me. And it's because I kind of built my brand using my phone. So that being said, it's tough because I have a family. I've got 3 younger girls, 3 daughters, and I do teach. I work out 5 days a week. I flip homes. I manage properties.
Do it all.
I pretty much do it all, and I'm a full-time teacher. And in addition to that, I'm doing real estate. So to be an icon agent as a full-time teacher, not easy. So
incredible.
Just trying to utilize my resources as much as possible. And for me, in order for me to kind of calm down a little bit, I listen to a lot of motivational speakers.
Sure.
And the gym for me is really what keeps me going, because that's my way, and it just allows me to feel good about myself, and that's how I do it, really.
Absolutely. And Sam, thank you for giving back to education while you can, and congratulations on your great success. And I just want to stress to you that burnout mode is so hard to recover from. There are actually studies that it takes 2 years to recover from burnout mode. So, put that on your main focus right now, because that I would hate to see all your accomplishments kind of fizzle out for the next 2 years while you're trying to recover. It's important to take care of yourself and that body. That's your machine, right? So, but you can look into that later. I won't preach it to you right now, because obviously that you're closely approaching burnout mode, but most people don't know how long it actually takes to recover from it. And Sam, let's talk a little bit about being an icon agent, because you're on the Icon podcast. So what does your production look like in your market? What's that average housing price, and how many houses do you need to sell to be able to cap?
Okay, so never really thought about that, but as far as price-wise, I sell houses from $10,000 to $1 million. It doesn't matter how far up they go, but it's kind of scattered. We had a hot market. We're slowly gearing away from that. But they range from 10,000 to $1 million, and I'll take it all. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Those $10,000, $20,000 buyers eventually know people, and if they're happy with their service, you never know who you're going to get, per se.
Right.
Okay.
That's awesome. Did you say houses starting at $10,000?
Yeah, you've got Detroit. You've got certain areas where
Do I need to move to Michigan? Because I just bought a soggy cardboard box in Nashville for like $350.
I mean, I'm talking about, if you're talking $10,000, some of these are rundown houses, but it's for investors, per se.
Fair enough. Well, awesome, Sam. And then, we talked production. Now let's talk about the other half of an Icon Award, which is that cultural commitment. I imagine you probably do some teaching or mentoring in the world. But what is what avenue do you take for that and why?
So they have the Google Meets, what do they call it? Icon Google Meet podcast or something like that. So we go on there and we discuss with other Icon agents, and then there's questions that they ask us, and we try real hard to kind of, inform people how we got to where we are, what's going to benefit them, what's going to help them, how are they going to be able to, produce. And we've been talking, like I said, nobody knows everything, and it's good to get advice from everyone, especially from top producers. So it's pretty cool, the fact that you're on there and you're communicating with people that are multi-million-dollar producers, and they're really giving you their secret sauce,
Right.
Which is awesome. And you're not really competing because you're in different states as well too. So I really, really do like that part, and that's what we do. We try to kind of advise people, and for me, my strength is social media. So. And that's why I'm an Icon agent. If it wasn't for social media, I wouldn't be where I am today, per se. Yeah.
Crazy that, 15, 20 years ago, social media was never an option, right? And now it's free, and people are just absolutely taking advantage of it. And as we should, that's incredible.
Mhm.
And Sam, my next question is going to be, what's your favorite part of the Icon Award, right? So it's got stock awards, and then, referrals, and, that reputation, a big glass shiny trophy that I see over there.
Yeah.
And so what's your favorite part? Why do you keep that on your list of standards and goals for yourself?
So, you know what? When I came to EXP, knowing that if I sell 60, or if I cap at $16,000 and I sell 20 more homes, okay?
Mhm.
If I do that, I'm gonna get my $16,000 back in stock.
Yeah.
And once it's in stock, I know people say, "Oh, it's in stock, it can go down." You know what? I'm here for the long haul because I really believe in this company. So for me to know that I'm getting that $16,000 back and it's just sitting there, that makes me feel good. And it's not just an award; it's an achievement.
There's monetary value there too.
Exactly. So I'm getting ready to do a video, by the way, of this for other agents with $16,000 of cash. That's coming soon, by the way, on my social media. But I just in order to visualize that you're getting cash value for this, you know what I mean? You worked real hard. This is what you get. It's not like other brokerages where they're going to give you this award and make you feel good about yourself, and that's all they're going to give you. So that's one of the benefits, and that's given me drive to produce more. So I need that goal to where, hey, I need to do this because I want that. And that's what I like about it. Other brokerages say, okay, you don't have, there's no cap and this. I want goals, okay? I want to know that I did something and I achieved it. That's just how I am.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And, it's a standard for yourself. It's a goal every year, and you are awarded beautifully for that.
Financially,
And yeah, absolutely. And then Sam, for somebody, that's coming to you, either they're a rookie real estate agent, say it's, one of your students that's 18, fresh to the business and fresh to the real world, right? And or somebody that's been in the business for a while and they just came over to EXP and they say, hey Sam, I see you're killing it out here, I see you're getting these stock awards, I would really like to try to Icon in my first year. Is that possible for them? What are some goals they need to set out or major mistakes they need to avoid?
I always tell people success leads clues. Okay. And finding the right mentor, someone that's a producer, someone that's able to help you. I feel like that's any new agent, that's what they need to do. That's something that I did not have when I was at Remax. I didn't have that mentor. I didn't have that person that guided me, and somebody that you could shadow and say, okay, how are they doing this? That's something that if I was new to the game, find someone successful and kind of mimic them and, do a twist to whatever it is that they're doing and just try to find your niche per se. So that's what I would say to somebody coming into the game that's fresh and new. But most importantly, you really have to be motivated. You have to be disciplined, because if you're not disciplined and you don't implement, you're not going to get anything per se. Okay, people watch me on social media and they're like, oh, I want to be a realtor. They watch my videos and my stories and they're like, wow, this guy's having fun and he's making money. They don't see the behind the scenes. They don't see how hard we work. The positive attitude and mentality is very important in this game. there are many issues that you're going to have in real estate, and you just have to try to stay positive, and we're problem solvers.
Yeah.
So it's a challenge, but you just got to hang in there. And as far as becoming an icon agent, first year, it's going to be very tough. I mean, my first sale at Remax was 9 months into the game. You know, I was a for sale by owner. So you don't get everything right away. I'm sorry if I'm talking too much, but
no, you're doing great. That's what a podcast is for talking. Keep going.
But you got to think about it this way, okay? You have to learn how to crawl before you walk. Okay, I always think about that as a child or a baby. So it's the same thing with real estate. Okay, so you have to build your brand. You have to build your how do you say, water your plant, feed it, take care of it. Eventually grows. It takes time. You don't get anything right away. And with this generation, they want things quick. They're on computers, this, that. It's not going to happen like that. It is what it is. You just have to be patient and just, like I said, follow that mentor and see what they're doing. And eventually you'll be okay.
Awesome. Absolutely. And Sam, were you ever skeptical of EXP when it was first introduced to you, especially being at Remax? What was your thought process there?
I mean, the fact, they were all saying, my brokers and everybody else, it's a pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid scheme.
It's a cult. Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
But you know what? We're almost at 100,000 agents right now?
84,000 right now. So we're quickly approaching.
Yeah, we're going to get there. So the fact that it's growing so fast and you've got powerhouse agents leaving other brokerages coming to this company, and I'm a firm believer of technology and cloud-based. You saw what happened with, taxis and Uber. You see what happened with Blockbuster and Netflix. They're trying to fight it, but it's inevitable. There's overhead that people are paying for, and you don't need that with EXP. Yeah. So, and looking at the downline, I mean, when I see Al Abdullah or any of these top producers in my upline, when they show me their phone and they're showing me they're making $75,000 a month, not off doing real estate, but off of their downline, or $100,000 a month off their downline, that's just in there, and I'm visualizing it and I see it, and it's going into their account month by month. Where's the scam? There's no scam. It's right here on my eyes, and I don't know why they're fighting it. It's black and white.
Right. Absolutely. And so, Sam, when you are looking to make the move over to EXP, somebody's watching right now and they see the greener grass, but their broker says it's a pyramid scheme. Don't go over there. What would you have to say to them, or either yourself back when you were skeptical of EXP, to get you to make the jump sooner?
I'm sorry, repeat that again.
It's okay. Pay attention, Sam. No, you're fine. What would you say to either your past self that was skeptical about EXP, or somebody that's watching now? They're watching this podcast to get more information about EXP because they want to make the move. What would you say to them to encourage them sooner versus listening to things like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, it's a cult?
I would just find somebody local, someone successful that is in EXP. Like any other agent. I even tell other agents that come here, because I get a lot of people that come here and ask about EXP, other agents. Right when you get your, whatever it is, your license, okay, go ahead and interview every brokerage in the world. Locally, interview the brokerages, find an EXP brokerage or an EXP agent. Some of us have brick and mortar. We don't need it, but this is our home away from home. If we have it, might as well. And there's plenty out there. Find somebody that's successful in the game and have them explain it to you and show you the system, because it's there. We're inevitably all over the place right now.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So Sam, are you going to be at EXP Con?
Vegas?
Yeah.
Yes, I just registered today.
Okay, awesome. I was like, I'm sure that might be hard being that school is in session, but we'll get a substitute that week.
Personal days, we'll be okay. I've got 140, so I'm good.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Well, Sam, is there, we're coming up on 20 minutes here. Is there anything that you would like to wrap up with as we, say goodbye to the listeners today?
You know what? Honestly, I'd like to leave by saying, if you're really considering either coming to EXP or even, it doesn't matter where you go, getting into real estate in general. By the way, I'm sorry, this is Al Abdullah.
Hi, we love guest appearances on the show.
Top producer.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, you're an Icon agent?
I think so. Like 5 times. What, 6 times? These guys.
I think so. And he's like a 6-time.
Al Abdullah used to be with Century 21.
Okay.
Him and his brother were the top producers, and it was a top brokerage here in Dearborn. And he left Century 21 with his brother.
Yeah.
And literally came and is an EXP agent.
Awesome.
And he's killing it, like killing it.
Yeah, Sam. Or I would love if you forwarded the link that you scheduled. That would be awesome.
I'll do that so he can be on. But anyways, let's go
And then
back.
you can pop in on his episode. Bye.
If you watch us on social media, there's so much. It's like a show here. So it's crazy. But that being said, anybody getting into the game, just find somebody out there, a good mentor. You always have to try to stay motivated. There's negativity out there. Stay positive. Go to the gym. Feel good about yourself. Mentally, it does help out. And just be positive in life. And remember, there's always obstacles. And you just have to kind of, follow, everybody. It doesn't matter. Nothing comes easy. And be you. And most importantly, social media is by far one of the most powerful tools you can ever utilize that is free, that has made me extremely successful in this game as a full-time teacher, because it works for me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So that's my advice to anyone getting into this game.
I love that. Sam, thank you so much for your time today. Looking forward to seeing you in Vegas and meeting you IRL. And thank you so much for the opportunity. I really enjoyed today's conversation.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Have a great day. Thank you.
This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.